tonight on the podcast, Trevor, Luke, you guys good?
I do actually have something to add. Hey, Trev.
Yo.
Go fuck yourself.
That's mean.
All right, then. All that and so much more on the official Team DBAH Podcast number 190. Come join us, why don't you? Hello and welcome to the official Team DBAH Podcast number 190. Getting up there. Tonight, we have several very important people here tonight with us. We have Heather.
Yo.
How are you?
Good.
Good. And then we have Randall, who's always listening.
Always watching.
See that? Actually, you can't see him at all. And together, we have the Wonder Twins. Together, back in action, we have Trevor and Luke.
What up?
See that?
Weird.
Still
a little bit. So we're gonna have to combine your names. Like you're gonna have like a couple name.
Is the Wonder Twins not it?
No, we need like
one
name.
Like
we need like a one word.
I see.
Like,
I see.
Like Trev Luke.
Like lever.
We could do that. I don't know which one of you wants to be first.
Lever works.
Have you been thinking about this and not telling me?
Uh-oh.
I literally just put L instead of TR. It took about 4 seconds.
I'm aware. That's more thought than I put into this.
Little disclaimer, folks. They're actually in the same room, so this could get a little heated if they start being.
I am literally in reference to him. I am looking over at him and yelling at him, even though there's a wall in between us.
Yeah. And I totally was not waving at him as he was doing it.
God, I hate
You were. See that? It's all love. It's all love.
So much.
So look, I haven't talked to you in a while. How have you been?
Alive. Busy.
That's good. Trevor, can you confirm that he is alive and not a zombie?
I don't know. I don't feel like going over and touching him.
All right, that's fair. He's not trying to like eat your, brains or anything.
Not yet.
Okay. All right. Have you been playing anything lately, Luke?
I've actually been playing a few things, especially these last couple of days. Now that I'm done with school and it's right before I start my new semester, and I'm off for a couple of days.
Oh, nice.
But I've been playing as of like 2 or 3 days ago. Trevor, myself, under the advice and encouragement of a friend of ours, the two of us and this friend started playing Guild Wars 2.
Oh, wow.
Start back that up again.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that was still like running.
Oh,
yeah, Heart of Thorns, their new expansion just came out a couple of months ago, I think.
Really?
I want to say it was like January or February. I could be wrong on that, but it was fairly recent. And I played quite a bit previously. Trevor played a little bit. And then I've been playing NBA 2K17, Overwatch, which I think is just a constant in everyone's life at this point.
Yep.
And the Shadow of War gameplay trailers and spots and stuff like that have got me. But I've been playing Shadow of Mordor recently as well.
Oh, nice. We'll come back around to that Shadow War topic though.
Oh, please.
How have you been, Trevor?
More alive than that one.
Good. I think.
Yeah.
Care to elaborate?
Yeah.
No, just more alive. We'll leave it at that, right?
Sweet.
So you're more alive and Luke is mostly dead.
Yes.
All right. Got it. Have you also been playing Overwatch?
I was up until a few days ago since they stopped my the event there.
Ah, right.
Yeah, and then Heroes of the Storm.
Oh,
Yeah,
are
give us
you
skins.
Yeah,
now? Are you playing it because you like it, or are you
No.
playing it because you want the skins?
skins. There's no way you can like that game.
I mean, it is kind of fun if you have like 40 hours to put into it straight, so you can learn one hero.
Yeah. You can't be switching characters every game because you'll just die constantly.
You know what the fuck
I am
was doing.
apparently like the only person in the universe who enjoys that game.
I don't
fun.
mind it.
I like it better than League of Legends personally because I don't get the whole buying items shit.
And I
get-
think
I get buying items more so than the gimmicky objectives in each map.
and I think that's where Blizzard kind of fell off with it, I guess, and why a lot of people don't like it because they say it's because I think the reason is because it's Blizzard says it's a MOBA, but a lot
It
of
looks like
people-
one.
Yeah, and I mean it technically is, but people associate Smite and League with MOBAs and buying items and stuff like that, and Blizzard tried to stop that. And I feel like that is what bothers a lot of people about the game.
So League of Legends is basically pay to win. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, no, like you buy items in game. Like you you get gold from like killing creatures and stuff like that, and certain items and different builds of different items can give you faster attack speed, lifesteal, blah 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 blah. Whereas Heroes of the Storm doesn't have any of that. You don't buy items to give yourself stat boosts. You just have your predetermined skills that you get as you level up. And I think that that difference is kind of what turns people either off or on to Heroes of the Storm in comparison to the other MOBAs.
Okay, I can see that. I guess that makes sense. And plus, League of Legends has been around for like ever.
Yeah.
So this Heroes of Storm isn't like knocking that off its pedestal ever.
Oh yeah. There was a time where it looked like Smite was gonna be able to knock it off. But that was not the case.
No, it Smite's on Windows and Xbox, right? Or is it just Xbox?
Yeah.
Both. Yeah. Nice. And have you been playing anything other than Overwatch, Heather?
I just watched Dogs.
Oh, okay. Have you got any further in it, or are you trying to do achievements? Or are you doing PvP?
No, I've been playing it. I've been doing a lot of the side quests.
Or are you surfing cars?
I was surfing cars and I exploded one.
On purpose?
Doesn't like gates. Not on purpose, no.
No. Were you the one driving, or were you on top of the car?
I was on top of the car and driving it at the same time.
All right.
Future! That's a SpongeBob reference if nobody gets that.
Also, I've yet to buy a gun other than the ones that they had me buy in the beginning, which I learned made multiplayer really hard.
Oh.
Other than that, the game
Good. No, good.
We did a multiplayer thing. I'm like, I have a pistol and a shotgun. Like, I didn't buy any guns. I just go beat people up as my way of getting into things. I rarely actually shoot anyone. I don't know why.
So you don't shoot anyone in Watch Dogs, but you stab everyone in Assassin's Creed. All right.
Yeah, because they don't have. Well, I don't shoot anyone in Assassin's Creed either.
Lies. Shoot the shit out of me.
It's true. You don't count though.
Wow. How are you, Randall?
Doing the things and the stuffs.
Good.
Still doing school. Got math class now, and it's really fucking annoying because I don't remember half the shit that I'm doing because it's like intro into math. I'm like, this is old.
Wait, like algebra old?
Yeah.
Or
algebra.
like,
Yeah. So I had to look up a couple terms and definitions, like what a term is.
All tech-wise.
I'm gonna give you some advice then. YouTube. Because it's not like you just kind of forgot things. YouTube will help you out. Just quick memory.
Right. Word. Input well taken. Or something. I don't know. Words. But yeah, as far as video games, I've just been Overwatch and Destiny, because Tony, Charlie's cousin Tony and our little group, the Disciples of Paragon, have been trying to beat all of the stupid raids. And
nice.
How's that going?
It was going terribly. We beat Crota because Crota's a bitch, and then all the other ones took forever to beat. So yeah, especially Wrath of the Machine, which we haven't even beaten on normal. So I don't know how we're gonna beat the challenge mode.
Probably cheat somehow.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean,
so
Destiny 2 is coming out, so hopefully they stop patching the damn game.
So are they gonna turn Destiny off when 2 comes out?
I doubt it. They love their money. They're still selling plenty of silver. And I bet there's a bunch of people that are like, nope, I'm not going to Destiny 2. I'm staying with Destiny 1. I put all this time in and you're not letting me keep my gear. It's like, yeah, that would be kind of cheating to let you keep your gear.
True. That's why they had to blow everything up.
Yeah.
And that's why it's not there no more.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to keep it alive for at least another year. Until, or maybe 2 years until the PlayStation exclusive crap drops off of Destiny 2.
That's true. That comes out in September?
Yes.
Good. All right.
I have
go with September.
I keep forgetting about it because it kind of pisses me off.
Me too.
There's still on the freaking Crota encounter. There's still the glitch where if you don't beat it, I don't know how many times, but in a certain amount of times, the sword starts disappearing. So you have to go back to orbit and come back into the instance, which is really
Oh,
stupid.
really?
Yeah. That happened to us 3 times over, 2 different runs. Yeah. Super awesome.
Oh.
GG Bungie. Or, is that Bungie? Yeah, Bungie.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Bungie.
Bungie. That's Bungie.
Other than that, just watching Moana and Trolls and Frozen.
Nice.
Randall has gotten me listening to the Moana soundtrack every fucking day.
It's a good
now
soundtrack.
I memorized it.
So amazing. Every time I get on it, I'll sing part of one of the songs, and then halfway through the map, playing Overwatch, somebody will start singing one of the lines, and it's like, yes. Today, somebody got the bicycle song stuck in my head. Queen.
Oh, nice.
Queen. Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Nice. That's a band together.
Right. I was still on the Disney movies and I was confused.
Funny story about that about that song. A long time ago, I went to go see a movie, right?
Proud of you.
And I came out of the movie. It was The Mummy, actually, the original one. I came out of the movie and I went to where my car was parked, and my car wasn't there.
Oh.
I was like, if that's ever happened to you, your brain is really confused for a couple of minutes because you're like, why? I parked here, the car, what happened? I did park here, my car's not here now. So, my car was missing for about a week, and it was eventually found. So they took everything out of the car, including a picture I had of my dog. And the only thing left in the car was Queen's Greatest Hits on a cassette.
Oh, I would have took that over the picture of the
I
dog.
know, right?
Yeah,
They took
apparently
everything else.
they don't know quality.
Mm-hmm. And
Now,
what's actually
was the Queen CD, was it yours, or was it
was
put
mine.
there? Okay.
It was mine. It was mine.
I feel like that would make the story better if it wasn't yours.
I know, right?
He put it there for you.
Yeah. But
It's
yeah.
like the dude that broke my dad's window and took his jacket and nothing else.
Well, maybe.
Somebody did that to our car too. We had a van and our sliding door was open when I went to work one morning, and I looked in the car. There was nothing gone except for 2 blankets, and I was like, "Really?"
Right? Maybe they were. See, it's okay. You can say you're cold or whatever, but
Right.
why'd they take a picture of my dog?
They're like, "This reminds me of Fido." I'm taking it.
And what really sucked too is 2 weeks before that, me and my friend put a new car radio in that car, and that was obviously gone. What really sucked was it took us literally all day to do it because that car, it was an Oldsmobile, we had to take the entire dashboard off, put the radio in. So it was a giant project. And we were kind of proud of ourselves that we did it. And then, well, it was fun. But I enjoyed it while I was in there.
While it lasted.
Yes. Yep. And me personally, I have been playing The Witcher again. Because,
Witcher 3?
Yes. Playing The Witcher 3 and drinking beer because my faucet doesn't work. So that
sounds like my type of
Sure.
I'm being like the pilgrims right now. The beer is healthier than the water. Until I get the faucet
drinking
fixed.
beer and fighting around the world. You got another South Park reference.
There you go. There's your other random fact of the day. Just so you know. The pilgrims only stopped...
That beer's healthier than water?
Well, besides that.
Oh.
That the pilgrims... The only reason they stopped at Plymouth Rock is because they were running out of beer and wouldn't have made it to Virginia.
Ah.
Nice.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, but I keep getting sidetracked in The Witcher because it's pretty much the same as playing Warcraft. There's question marks and quests everywhere, and it's very easy to get sidetracked. Yep, I'm on my way for this main quest line. Oh, look, there's a thing over there.
Oh, shiny.
It's a side quest. It's right here. I'll do that. Oh, look, another question mark. And then 4 hours later, like, well, I should go back to the main mission now.
Yeah,
that's why I haven't done any of the main missions. That's why I haven't done any of the main missions in Watch Dogs.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I completely forgot what the story for Dragon Age Inquisition is. I got stuck on the side missions. I'm like two or three story missions in. I have no idea what's going on. Really? Other than there's a big ass war.
My friend is super in love with that game, and I was telling her, asking her a question about it because I got confused by something. She's like, okay. She's like, don't spend all your time in the Hinterlands. Move on. I'm like, okay. I didn't move on.
3 days later.
Like, don't even do all the missions. I'm like, but I do though. I have to do all of them.
Well, so Luke, before you mentioned a little game that you sounded very excited about.
Which one?
The Lord of the Rings game there.
Shadow. Yes.
Yes.
So real quick before I'm starting to think, have any of you seen either of the like alpha gameplay showcases that they've had?
Yep.
I have.
Okay, good. So it looks so good. It looks so good. So who have you guys played the first one, Shadow of Mordor?
Yes.
Yep.
So
watched someone play it.
It's a very, very similar play style as far as like how the combat goes and kind of like a leveling or sort of a leveling system. But they've rearranged it a bit.
They're still gonna have the Nemesis system there.
Yeah, and so basically what it is that it's a direct continuation of the end of the first one. And I'm going to try to avoid spoilers here, but to explain the new one, so
spoil it.
Spoil it. Do it.
Yeah, it's been out for a few years.
Yeah, no, you go ahead.
Tune into the next 3 minutes.
And you know what? If you really don't want a spoiler, skip ahead like a minute. So basically, at the end of the first game, the whole point is that you're trying to like get orcs to be on your side to overthrow the higher power orcs, and so Shadow of War heavily depends on you building up your orc army. So you raise your orc army to fight other orc armies. And essentially it's like you have this enemy army that's in charge of X stronghold, whatever its name may be. And their army altogether is level 127. And your army is level like 106. Essentially you just have to be use a bit of skill as well as a bit of tactic, and even though you're a lower level, be able to win. And just like the way that it's essentially it's a very similar game. Shadow of Mordor in itself was already a very well written, polished game, and Shadow of War is essentially that. It's that game, but there's a little bit more of a leveling aspect, a little bit more of a customization aspect, because you can actually equip different weapons and armor, and they give you different stats and different looks and stuff like that. So, and it's in alpha, and it already looks gorgeous. So I'm just so excited to play.
Now, I don't remember, when does, like, timeline-wise, when does the game take place?
The game takes place... Oh, God. I don't remember the exact amount of years, but it takes place before, like, Fellowship of the Ring or The Hobbit or anything.
Oh, so it's before The Hobbit.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly, like, how long before, but there's, like, to my knowledge, I think that Gollum is still looking for the ring.
Okay.
Because, spoiler for The Hobbit, Gollum doesn't find the ring again until Bilbo finds it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure that has not happened yet in this universe.
Oh, okay.
I just don't know time. I just don't know, like, exact years.
Actually, Luke.
What?
It takes place between the time between The Hobbit and Fellowship.
Oh, okay.
So it's the connected game.
Well, you know what? That's what the internet's for.
Yes.
That's right.
They know that stuff, and I don't.
Yep.
The internet has all the answers.
The internet knows more than we always will.
Mm-hmm. That's right, damn it. But Trevor, you'll be happy, there's going to be a new Titanfall game.
Another one?
Another one already?
It's gonna be an RTS.
Oh.
For your phone.
Oh.
I don't know. Sounds
See, you had me, and then you said phone RTS, and
That doesn't excite you?
no.
No. Nothing? No. Has anyone played the Prey demo?
I have not.
No,
Anyone downloaded it?
I don't even know what that is.
The game.
There you go.
That's right. It is. Prey comes out, I want to say the 5th, so tomorrow when you're listening to this podcast. But they've had a demo out for consoles, but it's not out for PCs, which is weird. It's very strange. Speaking of tomorrow, which would be today when you're listening to this, you know what day it is?
Thursday.
No, the date.
The 4th.
That's right. Which also would be what day?
My son's birthday.
What do you care about it?
What do you want?
May the 4th.
There you go.
May the 4th.
I have no idea.
May it be with you.
That's right. It's a special Star Wars day.
And my son's
May
birthday.
the 4th be with you. And
May the 4th is 5 days before my birthday.
and my anniversary.
All of the things.
Yeah.
Comic book day.
Mm-hmm. Is it?
2 days.
Oh. Well, 2 days from now or 2 days from when you listen to this?
Whatever.
That's a very important detail.
Yes.
It is.
May the 4th is also 6 months away from two important persons' birthdays.
Oh. That is true. That is true.
Craig, you sounded confused for a 2nd.
Mhm.
You're like, oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You know why? Because I don't think, yeah. This has been why? Because this has been a rough year because everything's having 20th anniversaries of stuff.
And then there's
Or
just
like-
you.
And there's like the 25th anniversary. I'm like, oh, man.
And then there's like a 41st anniversary of Craig.
Yes, there will be. Yes, there will be. Actually, when you say it that way, I think it sounds better. From now on, birthdays will be called anniversaries.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. It's just an anniversary of being born.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a very
mean,
valid point.
People always say that, at a certain age you no longer you shouldn't get birthday presents, so now people should just buy your anniversary presents.
You know what? I like how you think.
It's
You're
the
gonna get
young
far.
mind.
Well, speaking of this weekend, we should probably give a shout out to a certain someone since they're getting married.
Oh.
I don't know. I can't, honestly, I feel terrible because I don't know his gamer tag off the top of my head, but I know who you're speaking of. I'm just
Doom
not
Bread
sure.
Skull, aka Zach.
Yay!
Ah,
Zach.
congratulations.
Yep, he's getting married Saturday, correct?
Get ready to never have sex again.
He told
for the
me
rest
this
of your
weekend.
life.
So it wasn't very specific.
Leave the poor man alone. He'll have sex for a little bit, and then it'll go.
Good luck, Zach.
Uh,
We're all rooting for you. And your loins.
Randall makes it weird.
No, Randall is rooting for Zach's genitals. I'm all for that.
That's right. I mean, it only gets weird if he makes a T-shirt for it. Then it's a little weird.
Soon. CafePress.com.
Oh no.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Heather got something cool over this past week.
Did.
Yeah, on Rooster Teeth.
Oh, I was a featured user again.
Yay. she's
Again,
awesome.
how many times have you been a featured user?
Twice in 6 months. That's very
Oh.
confusing.
Nice. Now, how do
Rooster
they
Teeth apparently is gonna
decide
hire
that?
her next.
There's a couple people who decide who the featured users are, and they put them in like a queue pot. People for like the next couple months, and then they'll refill it. So apparently, when they refilled it, they're like, "Pretty here at the top of the list." Hold on, it was refilled. Not a mistake.
I think Heather's bribing whoever's refilling it.
I said that the first time that I bribed them.
Oh,
Apparently, they
oh.
really liked that one.
Nice.
Nice.
There's very copyright
Very
music going
nice.
on in the background, so I'm trying to stay muted.
No, it only count if it's on YouTube, which it would be. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Talk.
There was another game that was announced this week by accident by Amazon.
Oh, really?
Did anyone catch what that was?
The Dark Knight 2?
Close, but way off.
What is it, Sir Craig?
It would be Darksiders 3.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
Mm-hmm.
That I know nothing about.
Yep.
I
That
didn't
originally
realize
was
that
made
was an
by
online
THQ
Oh,
way
right.
back when. Yep. So basically, the original Darksiders, you weren't death. You were war.
Yes.
You come back and everything's all like fucked up in your world, and you get blamed for it, and you're trying to kind of clear your name. It's fun. It actually kind of plays similar to Zelda.
It's
gameplay.
Yeah, it's a really good mix between like Zelda and God of War because it uses the kind of like God of War like chests for health and currency and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Darksiders 1 is a really good game. Darksiders 2 is one of my favorite games of all time.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Anything in particular? Any particular reason, or you just enjoyed it?
It's really well written. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any like major bugs or issues or crashes with the game. The combat was great in the way that they so in the first one, you played as war and you had your sword and you could get a scythe, and that was basically it. But in the second one, you get your dual size as your main weapon, and then you can have a variety of offhand weapons. And so you have all sorts of combos, and you can mix and match things, and you can, build so that you do a ton of damage, or that you can get health on attack, or health on crit and health on kills. It was a very good mix of like the first Darksiders, which was a mix of like God of War, Zelda kind of style, and then it had a gear system very similar to Diablo.
Mm-hmm.
And it combined really well. It flowed really well. The entire purpose of the plot, I mean, it stayed on topic, and it stayed consistent. And it was just a really, really good game, and so I'm really, really excited for Darksiders 3.
Nice. And that was one I think you play Fury, I think they said.
Yeah, you play as Fury. You play as the sister. And it seems, from what I heard / read, it looks like that Darksiders 3, when you play as Fury, it's gonna be at the same time as Darksiders 2. So it's like while Death is doing his thing, Death is who you played as in 2, for those who don't. While Death is doing his thing in Darksiders 2, you're playing as Fury doing her thing in the third one. I don't know how accurate that is, or if that's a very loose way of explaining it, but that's what I got out of it so far.
Nice. I think that's supposed to be out next year, right?
Yeah. They said fall of 2018, probably.
Nice.
And I'm interested because, I mean, Darksiders 2 is very different from the first one. So as far as like the gear system, leveling system and stuff, the combat was the same. So I'm wondering if with the third one, if they're going to do a similar thing where they're going to kind of revamp some of the stuff and keep most of it the same, or if they're going to keep it very similar to Darksiders 2, which honestly I wouldn't be, if it were literally just Darksiders 2 but following a new character with a new story, I would be perfectly fine with that. I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much as I did the second one, but I'd still like it. But I think that there are a couple of things that they could probably change that isn't necessarily an improvement from the second one, but it's just adjacent to an idea that they had. And I'm really, really excited because if they do it the right way, I think it has potential to be like one of my favorite games, because 2 is already easily my top 20.
Nice. Yeah, that was a really good series. It's too bad THQ went nosedived.
Yeah, that's why I was actually, because I wanted a third one, but I didn't think that there was going to be one because THQ went to the ground. But I guess they're I don't know what the term would be, subsidiary? Is that the right?
Yes, I forgot who bought the rights to their stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Trevor, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I don't know if you've looked at Steam lately, but there's a game that's on sale in the Midweek Madness, and there's also a game that got released this week.
I did see there was a game on sale. I've been tempted to pick it up.
I mean, it's only $15.99. Only. That's like, one mid-range lunch.
Yeah.
That's how I think of it, and that's why my Steam library is 160 games. So.
Oh yeah.
I think I've got like 25.
Yeah, I've had Steam since
or 3.
Yeah, I've had Steam since Half-Life 2, so it's been building.
Right.
Time.
Yeah, I'm at 107. So yeah, it's there.
So I had
We
to
all
return
know
my RX 480 Radeon graphics card.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. The only reason I got it was, well, first off, because it was Strix and hashtag RGB everything. My entire system is RGB. But I got it because of that. It was ROG. I was like, it's 8 gigs. My current one, the 960 GTX, is 4 gigs, and it's like the model year before, the RX 480 or whatever. Anyways, I have a new monitor as well that has FreeSync, which is the equivalent of G-Sync for NVIDIA. NVIDIA, whatever the fuck. Anyways.
Close enough.
Yeah. So I figured I'll get the Radeon card because it works with FreeSync, and we'll see what happens. So I was trying to play Overwatch and watch... Jesus, Gemma. Oh, it's the chicken part on Moana. I was like, why are you screaming?
I'll take your word for it. I don't know what that means.
But,
That is fucking
what was I saying? Oh, anyways, I was trying to play Overwatch and watch YouTube, well, listen to music on YouTube at the same time. And every time YouTube would try to load further into the song, frames would freeze and shit would freeze, and I was like, Jesus, this is stupid. And every time I would open Skype along with it, everything would freeze for a couple seconds and then unfreeze. And I've never had that problem with the GTX 960, which again is a year or so before it. I think I said some of this last week, but anyways, I returned it and got my money back, so.
Oh, good.
Yeah, finally.
Where'd you get it from?
Amazon.
Yeah, alright.
Oh, that's what yeah, because I had to cut some of this out last week because my stupid microphone wasn't picking it up. Yeah.
So, Trevor, are you going to get the other game that's, $59?
Which one was that? Because I thought, I knew for a fact you were talking about Gothic.
I was, but there's a game that came out last week. That's not on sale. That would be Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 3.
Oh, that. Yeah, I didn't think that came out yet.
Oh, yep, it's out.
I've been hearing mixed things about it, though.
Have you? I haven't heard anything about it. I got into the beta test for it, but I didn't get a chance to actually use it.
Like, I've heard like it's not like a tradition. They've gone more towards like the MOBA aspect of it, or like class system for it instead of keeping it like an RTS.
Well, so it's really not an army building kind of thing.
Yeah.
I know that was probably this one thing that bothered me about Warcraft 3 is they went really hero-y with it, as opposed to just making giant armies and just destroying everything.
What does the 40k in Warhammer 40k stand for? Is that how much it costs?
40,000.
That's the year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to Warhammer, like knights and goblins and ogres and such.
Right, because I know when I was a kid, I'd walk by those game stores and they'd have huge models set up for Warhammer 40k, and I was like, holy shit! And then I saw it on the computer. I was like, how?
Yeah, they just took tabletop and made it into an RTS. But there's a lot of actually 40k games on Steam. Some of them are good, some of them are not that good. There's a couple like strategy, like turn-based games as well. There's even games for your phone, which are just little side-scrolling stuff. But I heard Gothic Armada was pretty good.
Okay, that's the one I haven't really heard much about.
Yeah, their ships look like huge cathedrals.
Yeah.
Just blowing each other up. And they're pointy.
Very pointy.
Very pointy. And you can, ram stuff, go through ships. Yeah.
Did you guys hear about this Overwatch leak?
No.
So, the previous Overwatch leak.
What's Overwatch? What is that?
That little tiny game, that indie game that hardly anybody plays.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's okay. It has its problems.
Oh, you're talking about that Battleborn game, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, Battle.
Oh, did we lose everybody?
I don't think so. I think we actually lost Randall.
Did I mute myself? Oh, look, I muted myself.
You did. There you are.
That feel.
Like, wait, how's the call going if he...
I know, I was like, wait.
So you were telling us about Battleborn, right?
Overwatch. Yeah, that one. Paladins. That.
Yeah.
But anyways, the dude that leaked the previous stuff that turned out to be right, like the last couple holiday events and whatnot, leaked something else on 4chan saying, "Hey, I'm a developer in Austin. Here's a couple things we've been working on. Doomfist is about to be released on PTR. He'll be released in second quarter fully after the playtest. There's a new hero called Bria, who's a concept character, an area denial hero, like May. And then that's going to be released in about the third quarter. And then there's another one called Ivan, who will be released in the fourth quarter, I think around BlizzCon. And he's a Russian defense hero, kind of like a Torbjorn and Symmetra hybrid. So, and he's supposedly, his ult is like a bunch of swarm bugs that he releases that you get to control.
Oh, so he has a swarm of bees, like in Call of Duty.
And then they released they said that Doomfist's abilities, his ult is going to be like he jumps up in the air and punches the ground, and whoever's in the center gets immediately killed, and whoever's around him gets knocked back X amount of meters or whatever.
Huh.
But, yeah.
Are they going to have, what's his name? Cruz be the voice?
Don't know. They didn't confirm any of that. They just wanted to talk about the characters. But, hasn't been confirmed yet. Supposedly this is the same guy that leaked all the other crap that turned out to be right. But this time he called himself an Overwatch tester, game tester or something like that in Austin, so... I don't know how many testers they have in Austin, but I would assume that would be easy to find, so that kind of be a stupid giveaway.
It would be. A lot of times I think that these leaks are on purpose.
Right, and that's what I was thinking.
I would hope so, or he didn't have a job anymore.
Yeah.
Because, they're like, well, we want to see what people think about this, so why don't we just leak it, see what happens.
Keep reverse muting myself, damn it.
Wow.
Would that mean
How do you do that?
Talking?
Because my mute button is lit up right now, and it's not supposed to be.
Oh.
Yeah, I have my keyboard set up so that when I push the mute button, it lights up. But right now, when I push it and it lights up, it lets me talk.
Why you do that? Figure shit out, Randall. Nope,
There
you
you
muted
go.
yourself again.
You do yourself again.
I like
Wait,
this.
now he can just say things and he can't deny them.
Oh, I wonder if he knows that he's muted.
Who, Randall again?
Yeah.
Dornark, what happened? Did I miss something?
See that?
Nope, it's fine.
Oh, and not that you need any more games in your Steam list, Trevor, but the entire Star Wars library is on sale for like 75% off.
Oh, of course. Sadly,
I do as well. Knights of the Old Republic, that game needs an HD remake.
BioWare is making another Star Wars game that they're gonna probably be announcing this year, I think, officially.
Is it?
Yeah, they've been working on a game since EA got the access rights. BioWare has said that, hey, we're working on a Star Wars RPG game. That's it. That's all they said.
I wonder.
They've been waiting.
It's probably. You think they'll do another Knights of the Old Republic, or just kind of do something different?
I would hope they would do another Knights, but
Well, because they have the
not like they're
MMO, so that's why I don't know if they'll do it or not.
Yeah, I feel like, but the thing is, the MMO is actually coming near its end.
Is it?
Oh yeah,
How so?
because they are like their DLC arc, which has been like 4 DLCs now, is over with more or less.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the player base has died off because they've made changes to it that did so many different things to it. More or less changed the game entirely.
Oh, so it's kind of like Warcraft. It's almost a completely different game.
Yeah.
Compared to beginning to now.
Exactly.
Well, were you and Luke playing at one point, or was it just you?
I don't remember. Luke, did you play that ever with me?
Wait, what?
SWTOR?
I mean, I on and off played SWTOR a couple of times. But I never got super far in it. I think the highest I ever got was max level was like 60, right?
Yeah, vanilla was 60.
Yeah, I think the highest I ever got to was like 32.
Huh. Yeah, I made I think I made like 8 characters. The highest I got to was probably 40-ish something.
Oh, yeah, I got to 65.
Oh, yeah. Did you finish the storyline?
Yeah, I finished the basic storyline, and then I got to, at the time, what was the end of the arc, the DLC. But that was before they released the last of it. So I could go back and do that eventually and gain another like 5 levels.
Nice. So I'm looking through the rest of these Star Wars games that are on sale. Some of the pictures I posted of the board game I was playing, Star Wars Rebellion. The video game that's based off of is on sale for
Nice.
$2.39.
Oh man.
But
That'll break the bank, though.
it was released in 1998, so it hasn't aged well. And depending on your computer, it may not run that well, or at all, because it's just too old. So Randall can't hear us, or that's what he says. But it's still recording, so we'll see what happens with this podcast when we're over.
It may just end randomly.
It may just end randomly, and no one will hear any of this.
Maybe.
You never know.
No.
Just won't know at all. Nope, nothing. So, is anyone excited about the movie trailer that came out today?
What came out today?
A trailer for a certain Stephen King movie.
The Dark Tower.
I thought that was
right?
a series.
Oh.
Is it a movie or is it a TV? Is it a TV?
It's not a TV. It's definitely not a TV.
I thought it was a TV.
No, it's a movie. Yep. People are very excited, but I didn't read the books.
I read like 2 chapters of the book because I had problems getting into Stephen King books.
Okay, that's fair.
They're
Did you
good,
like
but
those
there's
2
a lot
chapters?
of stuff.
They are long books. They're not a.
Well, it's just like I really do like Stephen King's writing, but it's just like there's some stuff I'm like, this isn't really. I don't really need to know any of this, but thanks for telling me.
You could always read the graphic novels, I suppose. So that came out today. Oh wait, there's another message from Randall.
He ruined his extension. Something.
Hey, there he is. You got another cable, I think.
Yeah.
Was it your cable?
Yeah. As I went to go reach something and I stretched it, and apparently it ripped the wires out because it's all bundled up and destroyed.
Whoopsie.
That would do it. That would do it. Nothing's on fire though. There's no
Not yet.
or anything like that.
Could be though.
No? I mean, it's always possible.
And also, my Xbox froze for some reason. So, double things
What?
happened. My Xbox froze.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah. The countdown was stuck at like 40.
That's why you like just disappeared. I was like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
And then another movie comes out tomorrow.
I have tickets.
No, that's tomorrow. Or is it Thursday or Friday? That
Tomorrow.
comes out. Nice. Is anyone going to see it?
Yes.
Oh, very nice.
Mostly because my roommate's like, we need to go see it, and I was like, all right.
I wish I could.
I probably won't be able to see it till next week.
But everyone is planning on seeing it.
But yes, yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, definitely.
Excellent. Anyone looking forward to anything?
Guardians of the Galaxy. that King Arthur movie comes out next Friday. I don't know if it's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go see it.
I did not realize that he was the dude from Sons of Anarchy. And then I also didn't realize that he's British. Which, once again, proves my point that British people are taking over American TV. It's Jamie's way of infiltrating the media. That's my theory.
No, Jamie specifically has done this to go against us.
He has. Because, I had no idea he was British. That happens with people on Walking Dead, and then you see them in an interview. Like on...
like Andrew Lincoln?
What?
Yes.
Oh! Well, I tell you, so I love that role.
I don't think Carl's British.
Oh.
That was him saying Carl and then talking British right afterwards. Thank you very much. I'll be here all night.
Talking British.
Talking British.
Yeah.
Talk British to me.
That is a different podcast.
Was I talking about something before everything went wrong?
You were still talking about Overwatch.
Yeah, you were talking about the new stuff.
The leak stuff.
The only other thing other than that is they're nerfing Soldier and not Reinhardt. What's the hook guy?
No, Reinhardt.
Roadhog.
I thought it was. Was it Roadhog?
In the PTR. Maybe it's Reinhardt.
I thought it was.
But it's just in the PTR right now. Yeah, public test realm. For those who don't speak English.
When, or what are they doing to you, Roadhog?
No idea. I'd never read the patch notes yet. I just saw an update before I got on the thing. I can actually see if they have the patch notes. Genji, removed attack cooldown. Shut up. Hanzo, removed attack cooldown for his wall climb. Cool. Orisa, fuck off. Reinhardt, Earthshatter. Effective height has been lowered from 3 meters to 2 meters. Height threshold of objects that Earthshatter can climb has now been lowered from 3 meters to 2 meters. So he can't hit shit well above him when he slams his hammer down now. Soldier 76, bullet damage decreased from 20 to 19.
Interesting.
To make him less lethal. Yeah. Let's see. Reaper ammo is entirely refilled when in Wraith form. I wonder if that's just so that people aren't getting screwed over going in Wraith form with empty ammo and not reloading. Because before, when you reload it, before you went into Wraith form, you would reload. But if you didn't reload before you went into Wraith form, you were screwed. So it looks like they're just having it completely reload no matter what. And then Orisa's Fusion Driver, damage reduced by 15, and protective barriers cool down from 12 to 8 seconds. So she can use her barrier quicker.
Huh, interesting.
So Genji and Hanzo. Genji and
Genji.
Hanzo. Genji
There
and
you
Hanzo.
go.
Genda.
They both can immediately climb walls after completing a climb or something. Or engage after completing a climb. Oh, and his bow charge speed is increased by 10%. Wait, what? Charged arrows
say
now
that again?
His bow's charge speed is increased by 10%. So it takes him 10% quicker to draw his bow. Does that make sense now? Or am I still talking in slurs?
Wait, say that one more time?
He draws his bow fast,
faster.
so for him to get that, you know how he gets to his like precise shot? It takes 10% less time for him to get there.
Oh,
I'm reading exactly what the patch notes say. It did make sense at first. Also, his charged arrows now maintain their charge after climbing a wall, provided the button is continuously held. So you know when you go to charge your shot, go to climb a wall, and nothing happens. You just drop your arrow. Now it stays there, apparently. That's kind of cool.
Huh.
But yeah, those are the PTR patches. Half of them don't ever make it in, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, just like the Necromancer PTR test, and they had to take the Necromancer out because he broke it in Diablo.
I mean, he is
Whoops.
a necromancer.
He is, but he broke it, so they had to give him a timeout.
He just has to revive it with his powers from the dead. You just have to kill it and bring it back.
Yeah, you would think that. It sounds easy, but I guess it's not.
What? You mean game design is actually not as easy as just yelling on a keyboard? Damn it!
No, nope, I don't think so.
From what I've seen of Luke doing it, all his homework and stuff, it's about that easy.
No.
Wait, that's how Luke does his homework, or that's how?
It was such a quiet no.
So wait, that's how Luke does his homework, or that's how he does your homework?
That's what he does his homework. My homework, no one really needs to do because I barely have it.
I helped Charlie do his homework.
You did.
You did. That was very nice of you. Did he pass?
He actually sent me a text. He said that I got him a total of 25 points on his exam by helping him out.
Oh wait, total?
That's out at 25.
Right, yeah.
What?
I mean, unless you got him an extra 25.
Well, I will read you the text from
Okay.
Charles.
Okay.
Xavier. Oh.
You'll be happy to know you gave me 25 points for my test. The 2 I asked you last night were from the practice test, 15 points, and the same ones were on the exam, 25 points, or 5 points each. So I got him 15 points from his practice exam, and then a total of 10 points on his exam.
Oh, all right. Nice. See that? That's very nice of you. So, did you charge him for your tutoring?
I did not.
Oh, that's also nice of you.
It's considered my charity to the elderly.
Oh, that's even nicer. That's some community service. Damn it.
But yeah, no. I guess still on the topic of games, but not anything largely released. I completed my third game in class this semester.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we did 2 last semester, a small 2D game and a small 3D game that were in Unity, and then this semester we made a large 3D game in Unreal.
Oh.
And let me tell you how terrible Unreal is.
Is it?
Oh,
I heard it's horrible.
But it looks so pretty.
It does. It's easy. It's pretty easy but tedious to level design in Unreal. But from the programming aspect, it's so terrible. I mean, it's not difficult, but it's terrible because the way it works is, no, I'm not saying that any of you are stupid, but just in case anyone listening has a hard time visualizing things, I'm going to try and dumb this down to make it easy. So programming...
I mean, I am stupid, so it's fine.
Programming in general, like things like programming websites and simple programs on your, computer and stuff like that. Those are
going to school for too.
Yeah, those are done with quote unquote simple, just typing certain words and making sure that all your words and variables hook up with one another. That's basically it. Whereas Unreal does they use these thing called blueprints, and the blueprints are, rather than typing out functions and typing out variables, you just make them and connect them to one another, and it's just really obnoxious, and it looks sloppy, and it's just not good. Like, I'm sure that it's useful for things, but like, when you're trying to learn it in class while still getting everything done on a timeline, as well as doing the rest of your work for other classes, it's hard to teach yourself. And with the way it's just, everything is so sloppy, and I didn't enjoy. I mean, it's good to use because, I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff that you can do in the Unreal Engine itself, but the actual programming of it, I did not enjoy.
Oh, okay. Is there anything you enjoy more than the other?
Well, we used Unity, in the first semester, and Unity is what it's for lots of Flash games, but like Hearthstone was made using Unity, and there are a few other like large scale games that were made using Unity. And I prefer Unity just because it doesn't use blueprints. It uses the typing out functions and variables, and you attach those to things that you place into your maps. So it's like when you have your blank canvas, and there is an asset store. Some stuff is free, some stuff is not free. And it's basically like, hey, I want to put a mountain. You can go to the asset store and you can find a mountain and you place it where you want it. And then you can go into the editor and you can make it steeper, make it smoother, or make it taller or shorter or wider, or give it ridges and all that kind of stuff. And then you, if you want like boundaries put on it, for example, like, oh, they can climb up halfway but not all the way, you go into Unity and you take your mountain and you attach something called a script, and the script is your coding, your actual like physical typed out programming, and you just attach it to the mountain. And so now, if you've done everything properly, there should be a cutoff point on the mountain to where the player can no longer climb. And I prefer that method a lot more because it's what I've been doing for 3 or 4 years. I'm sure if I used Unreal more, I would probably, in turn end up liking it more. But I was not a huge fan of my first go through with it, if you will.
Huh. Nice. So what's your what are you actually in school like? What's your end game?
The major itself it's computer information sciences, and that's a fairly broad. They used to do, you could pick like paths. You could like pick game design. You could pick game design. You could pick like security systems, networking systems, stuff like that. But now U of M at least changed it to where your bachelor's is just computer science, and it can stem over all of those things in a fairly broad sense. And then if you go for your master's, you then pick one of those paths to choose. So my bachelor's is just going to be, I'll have a bachelor's of science in computer science. But then if I go for my master's, I would have to have a master's of science in game design or a master's of science in security systems.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh, nice. How long does that take to finish?
At U of M, it's a 4.5 to 5 year degree, depending on summer classes and stuff. I've recently been doing summer classes, but I didn't my first 2 years, so I'm technically like half a semester behind. So whereas if I did if I took a summer classes, I would be graduating this December, but instead I'm graduating this time next year.
Oh, nice.
Like,
Very nice.
I think my assuming I pass everything, which hopefully I will, but on the off chance I don't, I think my actual graduation date is like May 4th next year.
Oh, see that? Another important May 4th thing.
Exactly. They just knew.
They did. That's good timing on their part, I think. Very good timing. Actually, one quick thing that is kind of related to game design. I've been playing StarCraft again recently with a friend of mine who got back into it. So we're just doing the 2 AI thing, 2 versus AI.
Yeah.
So when you win and lose, it moves you up in rank against the computer. So we were on medium for a while, and it moved us up to hard, and it put us against Zerg and Protoss. And we were like, okay, there's enough resources around us. We should just protect our base first, because the computer always rushes like all the time. So we survived the first like 3 attacks. And we're like, all right, let's see what we can do here. yeah, that was a mistake. Because by the time we got out of our base, the Zerg, for the most part, set up a little remote base, and everywhere there was a resource. And it didn't go
That's
well.
what you call expansion.
Didn't go well at all. Didn't go well. Even with all of my 25 carriers, this didn't go. Didn't go. So we got bumped down back to medium. Learned an important lesson: you cannot wait out the computer on hard. Does not work at all.
Nope. You have to attack, I think, by at least 6-7 minutes to have a stand chance in hard.
Oh.
Hard's all about timings and builds. And then once you get past that, it's about, like, super specific macro and micro.
Yeah, because the computer can move everything at once. It's slightly unfair.
Yep. Well, they kind of program it to do, like, human timing where instead of just, like, moving everything at once, they'll move one thing and then move other thing, but it's, like, perfect timing, whereas if you're doing it yourself, you have to click somewhere and then click another place.
Yeah.
It's like, alright, I'm moving this guy. Now, immediately after that, I'm moving this guy. There's no lag time in between.
Yeah. Alright, so you have to attack within the first 7 to 8 minutes, alright?
Yeah.
Alright, you know.
Unless you want to do a rush, then you can do it at, like, 4 minutes.
Yeah, I just feel like in 2, the Zerg are not as fast as they used to be.
Right?
I feel like they take longer to build up. Unless you're the computer, of course, and then it doesn't matter. So, yeah, has anyone got anything else to
What up, make
add?
us a bitch?
Alright.
Keep shooting me in the face.
Well, that's rude. That's just rude.
Same.
Trevor, Luke, you guys good?
I do actually have something to add. Hey, Trev.
Yeah.
Yo.
Go fuck yourself.
That's just mean.
That is the intro.
I'm totally fine with that.
Oh, yeah.
That's the intro.
Come join us, why don't you?
Oh man.
But other than that, no, I have nothing of value to add. I mean that is value.
That's pretty
Okay.
valuable.
But
right there.
I have no video game related value to add.
Yeah.
Huh?
No value that pleases the nerd audience.
All right,
Excellent.
calm down.
Well,
You're getting a little mouthy over there. I don't appreciate
I mean, you could just go home.
it. You could.
see that? They've been married at least 10 years, folks.
It's funny because they're like 12 feet from each other.
We've been
well,
married for like 7 years.
see that? That was close.
Yeah, we started dating 7 years ago. We got married. We got married 5 years ago, technically.
Yeah, he doesn't even remember. That's how long it's been.
Listen, it's been a terrible, terrible time. So I tried to forget. Lots of alcohol and lots of disappointment.
That's a
There you go, man. And Haagen-Dazs mixed in there.
Yeah.
See that? You're already ready for life after college.
Oh,
Just-
yeah.
Haagen-Dazs and disappointment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or,
pretty much.
yeah, pretty much. Well, Luke, thank you for being in Trevor's room, or Trevor, thank you for being in Luke's room. I don't know who's where.
Hey, he's over here.
We're collectively in his basement.
All right. That
It
works.
puts the lotion on the skin.
Ow, it got weird.
I've been watching basketball pretty much the whole time.
Heather, thank you for being here again.
I was here.
She is, right now.
True.
Randall, thank you for your recording magic, and I'm glad you got yourself unmuted.
What can I say except you're welcome?
There it is.
I missed the dad joke. I had to do it.
Randall, you failed so hard on the dad joke.
So hard.
Damn it.
I sent him a text message and I said, I blame you. I have your you're welcome stuck in my head. And he goes, I take that blame. I'm like, why didn't you say you're welcome? You missed it.
Well, thank you, folks, for joining us again. Remember to stop by teamdba.com or teamdba.wordpress.com, the new home of Team DBAH, no longer on Blogspot. You will find links to the podcast. You'll find links to Jamie's Loot Crate reviews, Jake's comic book pull list, which actually is out now. So by the time you're listening to this, you want to know what comics to read, Jake has a pretty nice little list for you because, let's face it, there's a lot of comic books that come out every month, week. So, too many. Not a bad thing, but, you need to narrow it down. Also, check out our YouTube channel where there are a plethora of videos. Trevor, you know what a plethora is?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
I know that one.
Good.
Don't worry.
Thank you again, folks, for joining us. I am Craig, otherwise known as Sin76. This has been the official Team DBAH podcast number 190. And remember, don't be a hero. Good night.